the best Marvel series in my humble opinion. Now, there's definitely some great debates out there. Like, if you said Punisher, I would not be mad at you. If you said, well, I don't know what else you would say. But, you're entitled to your opinion. Rory Sound, there's this music video called Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again official trailer Disney Plus. Because if not, I'm probably not going to check it out right now. I'm just telling you. However, if it is called Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again official trailer Disney Plus, then you're in fucking luck, my friend. But Netflix, I do think all the series are pretty good. Iron Fist being a bit of an exception, but I still had some fun times watching it. But I think Jessica Jones is severely underrated and really good. Luke Cage is obviously really good. Daredevil and Punisher obviously being really good. Iron Fist, I kind of just watched because I know like the whole universe at that point, and it was like, for Defenders, let's watch this. But yeah, obviously Daredevil's goated. Kingpin connections as well. And I didn't expect this at first, but I was happy that they're in the universe for sure with him and Kingpin, Spider-Man No Way Home, Hawkeye, Echo, She-Hulk, shit like that. And let me get this. They've done so much in these last few years and haven't met up yet. And I just can't fucking wait for what the series can bring. So I've waited a few days. It has been an excruciating few days not being able to watch this trailer. I saw like the first 10 or 15 seconds on Instagram. I saw them talking to each other and something about Kingpin being mayor, which isn't surprising. But the series is. I'm so excited.
Thank you for finding the time.
And this is something I've been wanting forever, is just them sitting down having a conversation. I think when a villain and a hero do that, it's always so good, especially when it's calm and kind of like, not obviously the calm before the storm, but like mutually, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, I don't know if the word's respect that I'm looking for, or just like an actual conversation. I don't know.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again.
This is as far as I got on Instagram, and I feel like that might have also just been a nod to how long it's been since their characters have seen each other, in terms of like the actors as well, and how long it's been for them to be in the same series. I don't know. Could be looking too deep into it.
A lot of time has passed. By the look of it, you've come.
We got Karen and Foggy back.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves
Dude,
his
this is
city.
so crazy.
I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me?
Why do I have subtitles
Can't
on?
shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Well, you know
Why don't
what?
you stop being
If I have any deaf viewers, we'll put these on. I don't know if I do. Probably
Why
not.
did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
It's hard to come to terms with a violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
March 4th! Ah, that's close.
Can't go unchecked.
God damn it, man.
Sometimes.
What? If Spider-Man was not in the chokehold of Sony's meaty hands, he would show up in the series 100%, bro. Because lately, Spider-Man, at least mainline, Ultimate is... But the last few years, like 4 years or so, maybe a little bit longer, I don't know. I don't really care enough to keep track. But every time I'll read these other runs, I'll read a Spider-Man that is completely different written, obviously different authors, but it just feels like a completely different character than what I'm reading in mainline, and I'm always excited. Daredevil being one of the biggest examples, because when Spider-Man shows up in Daredevil, obviously, I mean, Zdarsky's probably a big part of that, but oh man, I'm like, bro, why are we stuck with what we're stuck with? Why? He's so damn good. For life, I'm sure, until they give him up, which I wouldn't. I don't blame them. And it's a double-edged sword for sure, because on one hand you get amazing stuff like Spider-Verse, you get Andrew and Tobey's Spider-Man, which, whether you like them or not, still have a lot of cool things in them that you wouldn't have gotten if they were in Marvel's hands from the start. A lot of games and stuff that probably wouldn't have been made. So there's a lot of things that I'm very thankful to Sony for, but there's also a lot of things where I'm just like they didn't handle the IP the best. Even more recently with like Craven and all these spin-off movies besides Venom, which I do like a lot. So I don't know, because Marvel I do think also has some problems with handling their properties in terms of characters, and that's always going to happen when you're juggling so many characters and so many directors and all this stuff. I mean, it even happens in comics with all these different writers and stuff. But I don't know. So I'm like, on one hand, it would be cool to see Spider-Man be able to not have restrictions, because I feel like the shows would be the best place to have Spider-Man cameos, because he is the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, and it would make a lot of sense for all these New York street heroes for him to be popping up. It would have made perfect sense for him in Hawkeye. It would make perfect sense for him here, and it's not going to happen because of Sony. And I'm not like heartbroken about it, but after seeing Matt Murdock show up in No Way Home, just the beautifulness from their team ups in the comics came to mind. And I just need to see it, bro. I just need to see it in live action someday.
Sometimes.
And honestly, once again, maybe we can also low-key maybe thank Sony for this. I don't know. Maybe it was Marvel. Maybe it was like Kevin Feige's idea or something, because he knew he was going to put him in She-Hulk. But remember, we might not have gotten this. Now, this is all just my speculation here. If it wasn't for Sony in the first place, because what did Daredevil first show up? That was MCU. Spider-Man No Way fucking Home. That was the first time he's appeared in like 4 years or some shit. I don't remember. I think season 3 came out in 2018, I think. And then No Way Home was 2021, so that was like 3 years. But it had been a while, and then a Sony movie, Spider-Man. I know it's in conjunction with Marvel Studios, so like I said, it was probably Feige or something. But technically, still, if it wasn't for Sony, we might not be here right now.
Peace needs to be broken.
It's weird how the butterfly effect works, man.
Chaos must reign.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Am I putting the hatchet down?
Ah!
I'm raised to believe in grace.
Hold on, I gotta pull up music from the comics real quick. I didn't realize there was another comic entirely called Muse. Oh my god, bro. Y'all don't understand how hype I am. This dude is so cold. Oh, the aura is oozing. And imagine, like, look, I don't think it'll happen, but like the costume possibilities for Daredevil. Because in She-Hulk we saw, I'll pull it up, She-Hulk, Daredevil. We obviously saw the more yellow one. Kind of a half, I don't know, kind of like a mini homage to the OG suit. I don't know. Not my favorite suit for live action, but once again, it is cool to actually see him in the yellow. So, I don't know, man. There's a lot of possibilities now that, because, you know, Marvel likes to do their different suit shit for toys, and it's a superhero show still, and I don't know, there's a lot of possibilities in just the way that Marvel does. Like, when you watch a Marvel thing, whether it's a series or a movie, specifically Marvel Studios versus Sony, or even when Daredevil was on Netflix, or something like Runaways, Cloak and Dagger, which was on whatever the fuck it was on, or like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., or even like the Hulu shit like Hitmonkey and MODOK, which is kind of a weird comparison, but you know what I mean. Similar IPs, but under different studios are handled so differently that it's going to be interesting to see how Daredevil's handled here, because the trailer looks amazing. It gives me the vibes that I expect from Daredevil in this universe, but we still don't know until we see the show, because I did get gaslighted by Moon Knight hella hard, and my three favorite Marvel characters that I always be reading: Spider-Man, Daredevil, Moon Knight. So I always hope that, like, I normally don't have a huge dog in any of these fights of like, oh, if this series isn't peak, I'm gonna cry, but Daredevil's one of them. So
But I was also raised to believe in retribution.
oh, he's got 5 fucking suits. I mean, he had like 3 of them already, but oh, I better stop talking about suits. I'm gonna look at this. screaming and shit, because whenever he screams, it's always awesome fucking peak. Shit was so good, it made me forget he was blind. Holy shit. God, I gotta rewatch this shit, man. I gotta rewatch this shit before. I might rewatch Jessica Jones and Luke Cage too. I don't know about Iron Fist. That is a lot of watching for a show that isn't one of my favorites. Like I said, it's still worth to watch at least the one time. Hey, why is the Maker here? What's up? Marvel's Ultimate Villain. The Maker is a great villain, by the way. Although, when he was Reed, what the hell was he on, bro? The proposal at a funeral, man? Really? 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 Oh, Hard Ice official trailer. I didn't even know that was out. Probably watch that after stream. Yeah, it looks amazing. I have no worries about this. I know I yapped a lot longer than I should have. But it's fucking Daredevil, bro. I mean, if this is as good as I'm hoping it is, or even not even as good as like a season 1 or season 2, but like a season 3 or season 1, but even if it's the season 2 level, it's still a great season. But it was obviously more of like Punisher focused, and it's like the fan dubbed worst season of Daredevil, even though they're all pretty peak. It would still low-key be one of the best, if not the best, Disney Plus shows so far. I don't know what y'all think the best is. I don't even know what I think the best is. But this is just looking to be peak. That's all I'm going to say. So shout out to Daredevil. Shout out to Marvel. Shout out to Kingpin. Shout out to, not Matt Murdock. What's his name? Well, obviously, Kingpin is Vincent D'Onofrio or something. But is it Charlie Cox? It is Charlie Cox. Shout out to Charlie Cox. Holy shit.